Hello everyone. I hope you're doing well on this quite grey, drizzly Friday afternoon. Actually the sun's poking through a bit now, which is quite nice. I hope you're doing okay. It's been a little bit quiet lately. Hi Kate, hi Jamie, Julie. It's been a bit of a heavy week or two for quite a lot of us. I always find with this, when I'm feeling this way, that there's always this collective thing. It's never just us on our own. It tends to be many of us going through the same thing, which makes sense. We're all completely connected. Part of this collective, obviously. So it's a funny one, really, because while there seems to be more and more coming out into the open, I just watched a video this morning, which was on, I believe it was Carl Vernon. Andy sent it to me this morning, which I watched, and it's what seems to be a mainstream media channel reporting on somebody who was actually shot dead being recorded as a COVID death, because after death he was tested for COVID and tested positive, so he's been recorded. I mean, we've known that this has been going on for a long time, since the beginning, but for it to actually be out there on a mainstream news channel is quite something. So, the hope would be that this would be alerting more and more people to, the flawed nature of these so-called statistics. There's more and more stuff coming out, which is reason to feel very positive. I think just from speaking to people as well, there are so many people questioning things. But again, this kind of heavy energy I've noticed, and I've been feeling myself. And maybe it's to do with the time of year as well. There's not as much sunlight. But I think it's just, we're coming up to 2 years of this now, and it's just, there's no end in sight. I have absolute faith that the truth will out. This will come to an end, but it's definitely not going to be tomorrow. We're coming up to the other C word again. And nobody knows, what plans can we make, because the threat's always there. We've seen it all, as much as I completely ignore newspapers and mainstream journalism, it always kind of filters through. So it's been there, in order to save Christmas, we need to do blah, 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 something beginning with B. And it's all very reminiscent of last year, isn't it? So once again, I just find myself, looking at what I need to do to get my vibration up again. One thing I realise is I've kind of let go of a few things that I always loved doing. It's not been a conscious thing. One of them is I always love taking photos. Always love taking pictures, especially out in nature. I'm really making the effort to kind of capture what I'm seeing, and that's completely gone lately. I can't even remember. I mean, I suppose I did take a lot of photos when I was in Cornwall earlier, just a couple of months ago, but that was a real kind of exception. And I don't know whether it's kind of an aversion to capturing things in this present that we're experiencing, but I've been thinking, I definitely need to claim that back. And anything else that I've kind of stopped taking comfort from, or really enjoying. And yeah, I would say to anybody else that's noticed the same thing, that they're not kind of finding joy for, or they've just kind of, you've just left things behind, to reclaim them so we feel more ourselves again. It's just something that struck me really, and also to be mindful of doing the polar opposite of what they want, you know, not just physically, but when they're pumping out the fear, instead of actually, you're kind of abiding by it, by feeling the fear and being kind of drawn down that path, to make the conscious decision to feel the absolute opposite, you know, and that will come differently to different people, you know, whatever it is you focus on that will bring that to you. So love over fear every time. Yeah, and just kind of taking care of yourself, of your vibration, of, you know, life goes by so quickly, and it's just so easy now for weeks and months to go by of just feeling so flat, so tired, so drained, which is completely understandable. But, you know, I don't want to be living like that. No matter what's going on externally, we've always got control of how we feel, of how we respond, and that's what this is all about. That's where they're getting in and manipulating. And if we take that power back, obviously this is a vibrational universe we live in. Everything has a ripple effect. And when we're feeling love and joy and not the fear and anxiety, it impacts everything in ways that we can't even perceive, but it does. It's a real thing. It's measurable. In fact, it's not woo-woo. These things have been measured by physicists. So it's a very real thing. And yeah, I just think now's the time, especially this time of year, and it's, you know, things are literally darker. It's kind of easy to slide. So that's just been my experience lately. I just wanted to check in and say hello, and I'm sending lots of love, and I wish you a wonderful weekend, a great stand. What I was going to quickly say also is for those of us in this part of the world where the weather can be pretty foul this time of year, what a lot of people are doing is having a meeting point for the dry weather and a meeting point for the wet weather, which I'm very happy to put out on the website. And I would advise you to make an announcement yourself on social media as well, so people know. But yeah, you know, if you haven't got somewhere like a bandstand or somewhere where there's some cover, if it is rainy or windy or, you know, just a bit horrible, and there's somewhere else that you would rather meet, just on those days when it's not very nice, then just let me know. Just drop me an email. You can email that to stands@astandinthepark.org, or you can email me directly at Sophia, SOPHIA, @astandinthepark.org, and I'll get that up for you. So yeah, that's it from me. Have a great rest of the day, lovely weekend, and I will check in with you soon. Lots of love. Take care. Peace.